Hello, welcome back to Tarot by Andy. Thank you for being here. This is my vibrational reading. Please do your own research for entertainment purposes and allegedly. Yes, I'm back for a second time today. I would like to do a reading on a duplex that was discovered being rented by a gentleman by the name of Harry Mountbatten. So I want to find out if this duplex in San Francisco, which is only a few miles and a bike ride away from Better Up, is the actual Harry Windsor. So let's find out. Is Harry the one renting this duplex? Is Harry renting this duplex only miles away from Better Up Company? Is Harry renting a duplex in San Francisco? Is Harry renting a duplex in San Francisco? Yes, he is. That is a yes. Is Marco living with him there? Is Marco living with him there? No. No, so he has left her. He is living there alone. They are not living together. It is very clear now. Very clear now. So let's get some cards on it now. Let's get some information on it. Here we go. Information on Harry Mountbatten Windsor renting a duplex in San Francisco, in the heart of San Francisco. And I hear it's in the Nob Hill area, not too far from, where all the big wigs are. But apparently it's not in the greatest part of town. I don't know. I'm sure it's very expensive. It may not look like much from the outside, but you have to be aware that San Francisco is very, very pricey. It is one of the most expensive real estates in the United States, is San Francisco. Very expensive, along with New York City. Those two are probably the priciest places that you can reside in. So a lot of people will actually live in garages of people's homes and convert them because they cannot afford to even rent an apartment. So here we go. Let's get some issues, some situation on Harry living alone. Harry living alone without Marco in San Francisco. Bike ride away. He gets to ride his bike to work if he wanted to. Be in a little disguise. Harry in your own pad. Renting, not owned, renting. Here we go. Okay, so the very first situation here is turning his back on spirituality, turning his back to it, and turning his back to the light. They're kind of cracked. This is like a three. This is like a 3 of cups in reverse here, and they're not really growing. They're pretty vulnerable, I would say, because here they're facing the magic. They're facing what's going on, facing judgment, facing the fire. Facing the fire, literally, that they created. He's turning his back to it. He doesn't want to face the fire. He doesn't want to face what he's done. And things are cracked and broken. There's no solid foundation going on there. So the creation expansion is in reverse. So he's not able to create and expand with Marco with this position. And it's not looking good. So there is a cracked union here. Is what that looks like. The ground is not stable. They're just not stable. He's not on stable ground. The challenging position is healing from the sword energy here. This is the 9 of Swords. And so with the 9 of Swords, he's gotten over his obsessive thoughts over her. He's not going to try and punish himself anymore. He's trying to go into recovery and clarity with this card, and he's telling her no. No, we are not growing and expanding here. This is 3 people splitting up, basically. So, yeah, he's in recovery mode. He's got some clarity. Whoop. Okay, so what's going on here? The focal point is finding a crossroads. He needed to leave. He wanted to leave, needed to get out of there. So this is someone who's looking out on the horizon to see what he can do, where he can go. And so that is the Two of Wands upright. And so that is planning his domination. Yeah, planning his domination. Planning to rise up for himself. He wants to rise up and fall away from her, basically, and get away from her. Get away from her energy. The hidden energy here is this is the High Priestess in reverse. So the High Priestess in reverse, the secrets are coming out. Yikes, all the secrets are coming out. He's pulling away from her. Doesn't want those secrets out, and he knows that it's inevitable at this point in time. It's all coming out. It's all coming to the surface. It's making him very nervous. He's got to heal from all that sword energy. And then we have here in the future. The future for him is the wheel. He wants things to spin in his favor. He wants to stay center balanced, and he wants to push forward without her. He wants life to go better. He doesn't like the way life has been with her. He knows that they've been losing. He wants a rebirth, in essence. He wants good luck. He wants changes. And he's starting a new cycle. He's going into a new cycle without her. And we have here for the near future, Markle is not feeling too abundant here. She does not have her individualism. That is the Nine of Pentacles in reverse. She knows she hasn't reached that individualism. She has not reached that financial security, that abundance, self-sufficiency that she was hoping for, that he was always trying to give her. I always got this card where he was constantly striving to make her wealthy and feel abundant, energetically having it all, and individualism. He realized she'll never have that. She'll never be happy. She'll never acquire that. So he's turned his back. She's turned her back as well on each other. The decision in the situation between the two of them is a rock bottom 10 of Swords. They have reached a rock bottom in the relationship. He got out of there. The next position here, the 8th position, is the external pressures. Is he had to take a pause mode. He had to go into pause mode and get away from her. Self-sacrifice. He sacrificed himself enough to her to the point of hitting a rock bottom, and now he's going into pause mode. He's going into pause mode. He's trying to take a new perspective. He's looking at, there's that cross legs there. Which road should I go down now? Which road should I go down now? But as we can see, he decided that it was to leave and get rental property in San Francisco close to Better Up. So that's what he decided on. And so this here, with the 8th position here, that was the external pressure. It was the self-sacrificing himself for her benefit. And he's realized that he needs to pause and think things over. I need to really sit this out and really get my head screwed on straight without being around her and her influences and her manipulation, and I need to think for myself. So that's what he's doing. He's thinking for himself. Congratulations. It's about time. And we knew he was heading in that direction. I've been saying it for a long time, and he really did do it. Then we have here the 5 of Swords. The 5 of Swords, and for this card here is his inner emotions. His inner emotions is there's always conflicts. There's always going to be a fight with them, with the 5 of Swords. The 5 of Swords is he's having fear right now. There's fear in this crisis. He's in a crisis situation. He has to take new points of view, and he's roadblocking her. This is a roadblock card. He has roadblocked her. He's not going to let her in. As you can see, she's on her knees begging. He roadblocked her. I'm roadblocking you because he's got to take some new perspectives, and he's doing it with this Hangman as well. So he's on total pause mode from her. They are probably heading for divorce here. Separate business, separate living in different residences. So that explains why the Montecito place is up on the market. More than likely they rented it. They never owned it. So now she's got to find her own pad to live in because he found his. So then we have here the ending situation is a 10 of Cups in reverse. There's no emotional fulfillment for these two. It's completely broken. With the 10 of Cups upright, this is total emotional fulfillment. There is no emotional fulfillment in the relationship. There's no emotional fulfillment in the union whatsoever. It's just not there. He finally reached an emotional bottom, a complete rock bottom emotionally. And he'll never reach it with her. So he finally woke up. He's completely woken up. He's taken that, I'm taking time for myself to figure how I'm going to get my escape. He's escaping. This is part of his escape plan here. Let's find out what I have here at the bottom of the deck. He's going to try and create money. We've got the Three of Pentacles. He's going to try and become a master. He's going to try and recreate himself. Creation, expansion. He's going to create and expand, and he's going to look inward here. He's going to look inward with wisdom. So he's starting to take a look at himself. He is taking a look at himself. He's taking a look at this union, this absolutely failed union. He's living alone now. He's living alone in San Francisco. What do I have in the center of the situation? It's because there was poverty and illness and suffering. They were constantly suffering. This is the beggar card. He felt like he was turning into a beggar with her. He didn't like that beggar energy. And then on the other side of the center of the deck, I have here is the Knight of Pentacles. So he's decided, to be trustworthy on himself, trust himself, that he was turning into a beggar, literally turning into a beggar, and wanting to be trustworthy within his own energy, try and become steadfast and trust himself instead of putting his trust into her, trust more on himself and his own warrior energy, and stop relying so much on her energy to drive him. He's done with following her lead. In essence, he's going to follow his own lead here with this because he's tired of being the beggar. He's tired of this loss, this poverty, this illness. He's getting sicker and sicker being around her. He had to get away. So this is someone literally turning his back from her, riding away into the sunset, away from her. And he feels this is sort of a survival mode. He's trying to save himself. He's got to save himself with this Knight of Pentacles. What else can I say about the Knight of Pentacles? Results are coming in for him. He wants some growth. He's trying to have some growth, and he wants to be a hard worker. He's going to try and work hard at this better up and actually put some effort into it and take on a better approach for himself so that he can grow. He wants growth. He doesn't want to be a beggar. It doesn't look good on him. So this is why he's doing it. He doesn't like that beggar card. He doesn't want that. He doesn't want that image. He knows how they've been painted socially across all of social media, that they are pathetic and that they have done this to themselves. They've created this poverty and hardship on himself. He realizes that now. He's got to be very pragmatic and he's got to be a hard worker. And so that's what he's going to do. I think he's trying to recreate himself here without her. And I think he's still going to make attempts to try and slither back into the family. But this is sort of like, I think, a first step to improve his image. And he's hoping that this will help him, is how I feel about it. I hope you guys enjoyed this. Until next time, like and subscribe. Bye, you guys.